this episode, we're going to have an interesting look at a new feature that is coming in Rails 7.1, and it is called the strict locals. And the strict locals is a magic comment that you put at the top of your partial, and it'll allow you to define the local variables that will be used for that particular partial. And you can see on our index view that we are rendering out a partial for each one of our users. And if we look over into the console, we are able to see that, where we have our index, and then we're rendering a user partial, and then we're rendering another user partial. And this was merged into the Rails main branch in August of 2022. However, it is a feature that's being held off for the 7.1 release. And I really like this because, especially if we are working on a larger application, or if we're working on a new application that we are not yet familiar with, and if there are partials being called all over the place and you go to examine one of those partials, then you may not know what always needs to be passed into that partial in order to call it. And so in this episode, we're going to explore the strict locals in partials and how we can use them. And did you know that you can go to railsstore.com to get your own Ruby on Rails t-shirt or your Drift and Ruby t-shirt? To watch this full episode and more videos, visit driftandruby.com and subscribe to the Pro membership.